Welcome everybody. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. It's Alex Zubarev. How's everyone doing tonight? Let me know. Let me make sure people still piling in. People are still coming. Let's see if you guys can hear me. Let me check the chat room here real quick. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. All right, awesome. Excellent. Let me just plug in my microphone so you guys can hear much better. And we're going to start this presentation. So I want to welcome everybody. I see Chris, I see Lance, I see Dana. Welcome everybody. Let me plug in my microphone. Let me make sure you guys can hear me better. And let's start the presentation. Let's see. Haven't used GoToWebinar in a while, but it's not going to stop us to help you guys see the big picture and help you guys achieve, 6 figures in the third quarter of 2017 and beyond. So let's see, share screen. Let me make sure you guys can see the screen. Show main screen. You guys should be able to see the screen. Let me know in the comments if you can see it. Looks like you guys can see it. That's awesome. Excellent. So welcome everybody. Welcome. How's Thursday night for you guys? How's the week coming? Let's start the presentation. So this is something I kind of was using for a while now, and you guys get to see what I'm doing. You get to tap, you can copy the systems that I'm using to achieve the financial freedom that we have. For those people that don't know, I've been online for about 10 years now, and it's really amazing when you can write your own paycheck. Don't you guys agree? Let me know in the comments. When you can scientifically engineer a way for you to make money from wherever you are in life, wherever you are, while traveling, while you're in the vacation house like I am right now. I'm sitting in a vacation house, and I'm able to do this every single day. How would you guys like to do that as well? Because my story, I'm going to give some of the new people, some of my subscribers from the list, my story. I've been, stuck in the cubicle for quite a while, quite a long time, until one day something happened, something changed, something came across my desk, if you will, my cubicle, if you will, and that completely changed my belief level that something outside of the job, 9 to 5, well, actually for me it was 10 to 7 type of day job, and I actually had night shifts as well. There's something else out there that can help me start building business online, even part-time, while having full-time job. So if you guys still, have those things called jobs, there's a light in the end of the tunnel, right? There's something you can plug into a system that I'm going to show you, paint by numbers, if you will. Nothing is hidden. Everything is revealed to you guys. What happened, what the numbers I was able to achieve, and how I was able to escape that rat race. So without further ado, because I respect your time and I respect my time, let's get to the presentation. Make sure you have pens and notepad so you can write down, notes and important numbers. So this is something I called presentation project Apex, complete blueprint to your first $10,000 a month and even your first $1 million online, your first 7 figures online. I was able to achieve it multiple times now, and I was blessed to be surrounded by the right people that were able to help me to get me plugged into the right systems, to get the proper training and being able to do this. If a guy like me can do this, a guy who did not speak a word of English when he came to this country, someone who was able to do this, so can you. So I don't care if you failed multiple times before. I don't care if you think you cannot do this, trust me, you can do this. If you have access to the right systems, if you have access to the right traffic resources, if you have access to the right mentors, success is possible for you as well if you take action. So this presentation is for the action takers, people that don't have any excuses, people that want to live better lifestyle. So so another fancy title for this presentation is to how to finally go big online and earn 6 and even 7 figures a year without wasting another year trying to put all the missing pieces of the puzzle together. And I'm going to show you guys what I was able to achieve before I was using the system, so you guys know that I, walk the walk, not just talk the talk, like so many people out there online, so many so-called gurus that preach something they don't practice in the real life. So some of my accolades, and first of all, most important thing, that why are we even doing this? Why am I even doing this? Is because of my family. It's because of my kids, Gabriela and Maxim. It's because of my wife, Anna. And this is what I love to do. I love to help people and teach people how to do the same. This is my passion. This is why I do what I do. So numbers are not to brag, but to show you the big picture that I actually know what I'm talking about, and I can show you how to get results like this. So this is something we got, checks on stage in front of thousands of people, which was absolutely kind of crazy because I was never kind of like extrovert. I was always introvert. So for me, it was I had to step out from the comfort zone, if you will, to do that, to be able to speak in front of thousands of people and actually collect the check on stage. But you know what? Again, if I can do this, so can you. There's nothing should stop you from doing this. None of your naysayers, your friends, your family, your co-workers, your boss, trust me, you can do this if you allow yourself to grow bigger, to acquire more knowledge, more education, more value that you can provide in the marketplace. You can do this as well. So who is this for? Who is this presentation is for? Well, it's for people that really want to finally escape the rat race, right? It's for struggling affiliates. Let me make sure you guys can still see the presentation. Want to make sure. Will there be recording? Well, I can't promise you. I think I'm recording this, but we'll see if the GoToWebinar cooperates with us, Melanie. So I think we will have recording. So not to worry, not to worry. So, but pay attention while you're here. So people that want to finally escape the rat race, struggling affiliates, business owners, marketers, and even successful entrepreneurs that may be already making, their first $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and they want to go higher. They want to make more money, right? They want to take their business to the next level. And realistically, how to engineer even your first $10,000 a month and even your 7-figure year online. And I will use my experience, guys, to help you guys not to repeat the mistakes that I made along my journey as to becoming an entrepreneur. So number one, top 5 lessons I learned from generating close to $2 million online. How I generated, it's actually more than 2 million. How I generated over $9,000 a day while having fun with my kids at Universal Park in Orlando while riding one of those crazy roller coasters. I'm going to show you my winning campaign that produced over $28,000, $171.21 in the last 30 days. So that's over $1,000 a day. And how you can ethically swipe and deploy this campaign to your business. How you can get access to my highly converting traffic sources I kept to myself all this time. Most of all, I'll show you how to finally succeed without overwhelming information overload. Can you say amen? Can you relate to that? Can you say, there's so much information available online. You jump on Facebook, there's so many distractions, and again, even if you failed many times before, like me, I failed many times, I just never quit on my dreams. So if you never quit on your dreams, you will succeed, trust me. So here's why it's worth your time and attention. Over the past 3 years, I earned over, again, this is previous company, $1.3 million. not including dozens of other income streams. Started from zero, recruited over 3,000 reps and distributors myself personally. Coached and trained hundreds of personal clients and students, my personal coaching clients. Some of them went on and built their own six-figure and even seven-figure businesses. And there's dozens of them. And I can mention some names, but maybe I should. Maybe like if you guys ask me in the chat, I might mention some names. I'm on a mission to create 100 more six-figure and 10 more millionaires in 2017 and beyond. So I should correct the slide as well. 2017 and 2018, all right, going forward. So let me ask you a question. How would you like to copy my success? I'll let it sink in. How would you like to shortcut your way to success? How would you like to copy my success? How would you like to use my traffic sources that work personally for me? How would you like to get my 18 profit pooling emails that produced over $90,000 in commissions? How would you like to get access to my team of professional coaches and closers closing sales for you so you can enjoy life while they work hard for you 24/7? So stick around until the end and you'll find out how. Let me ask you a question. Does this sound familiar to you? You buy course after course just to find yourself even more confused and overwhelmed. You're constantly facing rejection daily from your prospects. You're constantly hearing no, I'm not interested. You can fall asleep as you continue to search for a solution to your problem. You know deep inside that you can succeed. Heck, you see so many people who are not smarter than you banking huge checks online, yet you got nothing to show. I've been in that shoes, guys. I've been there. You're not alone. There are millions of people right now struggling with the same thing, wishing they could just crack this online code of success. And I know how it can feel. It can feel frustrating, even hopeless, knowing that you spend thousands of dollars, knowing that you spend countless sleepless nights, spending endless hours in front of that dang computer, yet nothing to show to your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or significant other, right? I've been there. And I realized, guys, over the years that all of this is because you're missing three important success components. So pay very close attention. Turn off any distractions. Turn off the TV. Turn off your cell phone. Turn off your Facebook, Skype, your phone, mute your phone, and pay attention to this stuff. Those three components changed everything for me. From struggling affiliate, from overworked corporate drone, if you will, who was living paycheck to paycheck, to being able to travel 10 times. I mean, like heck, last year we traveled like at least 12 times. We've been to Hawaii, we've been to Dominican Republic, we've been to Las Vegas many times, we've been to Canada, been to Europe, Austria, Germany, Czech Republic. I can't even remember all the trips we made. We're blessed to do thanks to this online business. So if this is something that resonates with you, just imagine this, just for a second, imagine this. Just really imagine this. This is possible for you. You're laying on the beach and casually, while you're sipping margarita or whatever your favorite drink is, you're checking your commissions. And you see $500, you see $2,000, you see $4,500, you see $7,650, and even whopping $12,600 commissions. Knowing all your bills are paid, you're just thinking about the other exotic vacation you're going to take, and you're finally happy to be alive. Yes, you can do this. Even if you failed before, even if you're from another country, heck, even if your English is not perfect, right? Just like me. It might sound like a stretch. It might sound like a stretch. And I thought so too when I first started. It was scary. It felt very uncomfortable. Heck, I was doing it all alone. My spouse did not support me at all with my own funds, with my own credit cards. Remember this, when everyone zags, you zig. That's how you win. Write it down. When everyone zags, you zig. That's how you win. So the good news for you is this. I done all the hard work so you don't have to. I tested traffic sources with my own money. I spent over $500,000 testing different traffic sources. I tested it with capture pages. You know those landing pages you go to, you put your email address, those are capture pages. I tested sales videos, right, with my own money. And this is just initial results of the first, I believe, 90 days using the system. So for some people, I want to get personal with you guys. Some of you guys know me, but a lot of people that watching this live, or maybe I might do a replay. I don't know if I'm gonna do a replay and send it to my list. We'll see. This is who I am. I'm a father who will do anything for my kids. I'm a multi-seven-figure earner in this industry. I'm a speaker and a coach, and I'm a team builder. But it all started when I came to New York. I landed in JFK Airport with whopping $10 in my pocket, right? But I had big dreams. And this is how it all started, guys. Tons of odd jobs, you know, $5 an hour jobs until I landed my first and last corporate job at Time Magazine. Some of you guys know that magazine, one of the biggest publishing companies, but I got stuck in a cubicle rat race for 15 years. This was one of my cubicle, somewhere in the middle there, you know. And finally saw the light out of that rut back in 2008 when I first joined my first MLM company, my network marketing company. You know, but at that point, I like this is like the craziest story you're gonna hear. I mean, this is as real as it gets. Came to with $10 in my pocket, right? And then got stuck in a rat race and wrecked over $85,000 in credit card debt. So when people say they're living paycheck to paycheck, I relate with that, but I was even in worse situation because all of my credit cards were maxed out. Okay, so this is me. This is me sitting in a cubicle. Imagine myself. Maybe you're in the same situation. Maybe right now you're in the same situation. You're stuck in a cubicle. Maybe you are a factory worker. Maybe you're driving a bus. I don't know. You have a dead-end job, right? You're living paycheck to paycheck. People laughing about my dreams and goals. I'm not seeing my kids grow up. You know, I'm missing all the activities with the kids. I can't ask for, you know, excuse, you know, to take day off and go, you know, see my son, you know, graduate from kindergarten, you know. And I'm working 60, sometimes 70 hours a week, and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. I'm frustrated as heck and miserable. Can you relate with that? Can you relate, my friends? Can you relate with this? This is where I was, guys. This is exactly where I was. Stuck in life. So I realized why it didn't work. Why it didn't work? Because I tried many systems. I started joining different network marketing companies. I was willing to do whatever it takes, eBay, whatever, you know, drop shipping, trying everything to increase our lifestyle, to help with the bills, you know, to make extra money on the side. And my ultimate dream was to live this laptop lifestyle so I can travel the world and write my own paycheck. So why didn't it work for me? Well, I realized I didn't have the right mentors. I did not have the right people to ask. I didn't have the right coaches that can teach me and give me access to the right training. I didn't have the right system. My system was broken, guys. You got to remember this, guys. People fail, systems don't if they're designed well. Some systems still fail if they're not designed well. I didn't have the traffic connections. I didn't have no coaches closing my sales. And that's a biggie because nobody wants to convince people to play big over the phone. Nobody wants to sell over the phone. People face rejection. They're afraid of rejection. They don't want to talk to people. I mean, personally, I don't want to convince anybody on the phone. That's just way too much work, you know? So those are three things that really keep people stuck in their online journey. But then, you know what? Something happened. I decided to get serious. I decided to learn how to build seven-figure empire, and now I want to build eight-figure empire. Right? I made the decision that enough is enough. I need to get serious. I need to become pro at it. I need to become professional in it. Right? I decided to do whatever it takes. I decided to go every single event. I decided to meet those people that were making money that I wanted to make. Right? I had no more excuses. I had credit card bills. That's what I had. I had no more excuses but credit card bills. And at that point, I decided to do whatever it takes. So at that point, I invested in my personal education over $100,000 by attending masterminds, training, buying courses, and all that stuff. Spent over, well, by now, $500,000 on traffic sources. This is actually not accurate number. Over $500,000. Attended multiple $5,000, $10,000, and even $25,000 masterminds. And this is where you learn nuts and bolts of what's working for other people. They show you behind the screen. They show you on their computer what's working for them. Made up my Rolodex of priceless connections. This is the most important thing. Like, it's who you know, and also who knows you for what you're capable of doing. Okay, this is a big one. Take a note of that. Who do you know in this marketplace? Who you know, and who knows you? It's all about people, right? We're in people's business. So let's do this. Let's imagine this. Let's imagine you sponsor 300 people in 30 days from cold traffic in 1 month. Imagine you pull $28,000 in 30 days. Imagine you leverage $12,000 commissions, working only 1 hour to 2 hours a day at most. Imagine that scenario. Imagine this. Imagine this. This is our picture with my son, with Maxim. We were in Disney World, riding this roller coaster, escaping from the dinosaur. I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty awesome ride. I think it's Jurassic Park, if I'm not mistaken. By the time we got wet, right, with all the splashing going on. But when we finally were able to, when we finished the ride, I casually checked my phone for emails, right? I always check my emails on the phone. And I see a commission, I see $8,679, almost $9,000 in a single day, guys. How crazy is that? $9,000 while riding the water ride, right, at the Universal Park with my kid. So, guys, honestly, money is not everything in the world, but you know what? It's pretty important. In my book, it's like air. It's pretty important. You gotta have money in your bank so you can live life on your terms. So this is let me just see if you guys still see me. I want to make sure you guys still see me. I want to make sure you guys still on. I presume you guys can still see me. So imagine this. Can you guys still see me? Who's that young dude? Lance, that's my son, bro. All right, so you guys can see me. That's awesome. My computer is kind of acting up. I want to make sure you guys still see me and hear me. Okay, awesome, cool. So this is what I realized, guys. This is what happened. What laid out, like what I showed you so far, is finally going to show you the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Finally, something that you'll realize that if you have those 3 missing components, you pretty much, I don't want to say guaranteed, because I cannot guarantee anything, but you really on the right track, right? So if you have the good traffic source, right? If you have a highly converting offer, something that converts with the cold traffic. So by cold traffic, I mean this: when you can go and get traffic, right, without pitching your friends and family or on Facebook, right? When you can get cold traffic and it converts, in other words, it makes sales for you. And component number 3 is personal coaches closing your sales, your high ticket commissions. That's what it's all about. This is the difference between making $1,000 a month and $10,000 a month, right? This is a difference. Even if you made your first 6 figures online a year, this is a difference between 6 figures and 7 figures a year. You guys getting excited? So check this out. Success component number 1: not every traffic created equal, by far. Do not buy traffic. Do not get traffic from this guy. This guy is, used car salesperson. We've all seen them. You don't want to get traffic from this guy. Trust me. You don't want to burn yourself. So I did all the work, heavy work for you. I tested pretty much everybody who is providing traffic online. I know pretty much everybody, and guess what? I'm not perfect either. Recently, I got burned myself, and I was able to fix that problem. So now you don't have to repeat my mistakes, right? You don't have to get traffic from this guy. And you have to realize you got to have proper systems in place, so you can always tell them immediately, like, hey, you send me really bad traffic, bad clicks. It shows that you're sending me traffic from like tier 2 or tier 3 countries, people that don't speak English, people that don't have credit cards. This is how immediately you can identify if the traffic is legitimate or not. So if you see traffic quality score 90, like you see here, that means it's excellent quality traffic. And this is what I teach my team as well, how to use this kind of tools so they know what they're getting. And again, top tier 1 traffic. Top tier, we mean it's United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. So top 5 countries, English speaking with credit cards, right? That's what we want. And this is like what autopilot sales look like when you sleep. You get 10, 20, 30 sales a day by having the right system in place. This is what it's all about. Now, let's talk about, again, success component number 2. You guys remember what I'm talking about? Right offer, having the right offer, the funnel that converts cold traffic into scorching hot buyers without picking up the phone, without doing all those crazy stuff that they teach in MLM, doing 3-way calls and hotel meetings and stuff like that. And component number 3 is the right offer, right commissions. Difference between let me explain the difference between the low ticket and high ticket offer. Some of you guys might know this, some of you guys might not know this. It's very, very important. Because look, I've been involved with the systems where you get paid like $10 here, $20 there. I mean, this is not a way to build 6-figure business. You're gonna have to recruit armies of people, which most people cannot do. Virtually impossible to succeed in that business model. So why top tier? Why high ticket is the best business model on this planet? Because top tier is basically a fancy term for system selling high ticket products or services. So, for example, in a traditional system, not top tier, I mean, think about how many sales you need to make to even make like $5,000 a month, right? So let me break down the numbers for you because I'm a numbers guy. So if you're selling something that pays you like $4 a sale, well, you need to make over 250 sales to make $5,000 a month, which is crazy. It's way too much work. So look at how numbers go down. Like if you sell something for $47, right? You only need to make 106 sales. You see the pattern, how easy it is? So let's talk about high ticket products. If you sell something for $1,000, you only need to make 5 sales to make your goal, your income goal of $5,000 a month, correct? Now, look at this. If you're selling something for $5,000, you only need to make 1 sale a month, right, to hit your income target, right? Now, if you're making something that makes you $9,000, well, now you pretty much doubled your income goal for the month, right? So you see the top tier is the way to go because of the high profit margins with a lot less work, and it gets even better when you use a digital top tier strategy that I'm going to show you. Okay, so pay attention. Because believe it or not, I didn't know any better. I always stayed away from high ticket. I thought like, hey, most people are gonna buy cheap products like $20, and this is why I was broke, living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, high ticket is the only way to go if you really want to succeed online, make life-changing income online. So why top tier is the best business model in my personal opinion? Well, because if you combine top tier with digital products and services, you have the most lucrative business model on the planet because of high profit margins. You got no inventory, you got no employees, no shipping, no insurance, no liabilities. So think about this, like traditional business owners. Like I have a neighbor who lives like in out of home. We have an apartment in Brooklyn, New York. So that's where we live most of the year. And he has a traditional e-commerce business, right? So he has inventory, he has employees, He is paying like over $10,000 a month for to rent this warehouse. He's got multiple insurances he needs to cover, you know, employee benefits, all this crazy stuff. The overhead, his overhead is probably over $30,000 a month before he makes a single dollar. Right, so very, very tough business. I barely see them. They, like him and his wife, like they work Saturdays, Sundays. They never home. The kids always staying with the grandma. It's worse than a job, honestly, in my personal opinion. Hopefully, he's not hearing this presentation, but in my personal opinion, it's worse than a job. And let me show you what you got with this system. This is what happened. When you have professional coaches closing your sales. So with the previous system, with the previous opportunity, I was making around $30,000 a month. But the moment they introduced the coaches, the moment they brought professional closers into that system, my income doubled in 30 days. How crazy is that? From $30,000 a month, most of you say, hey, it's not bad, but going to $58,000 a month. How would you like to do that, right? And this is exactly what happened because of that. Professional coaches, success component number 3. When you have professional coaches working for you, when you travel, when you're doing some other things, when you're spending time with your family, this is the ultimate leverage you can have in your business, which you cannot really put a price tag on. Absolutely cannot. And if you're really designing your own system, I tell just word of advice, never ever put coaches on a salary, ever. Always put them on commissions, right? Always put them on commission-based agreement, right? When they make sales, they get paid. When you get paid, they get paid. Not vice versa. If you put them on a salary, they're gonna be lazy employees. You don't want to have that. They're never gonna do anything for you. They're just gonna collect the check that you promised them, right? So always put them on commissions, and this is how it's supposed to be. Believe me, I've been there, done that. So let me make sure it's still recording. My computer's kind of weird. It's got too many things going on, guys. Too many things, too many tabs open, I think. Let me just see quick. Let me see. All right, I think it's still recording. All right, so never put them on a salary. You guys got that. Awesome. Now, imagine this. You have all of those components. Imagine you finally know how to scale your business. Imagine knowing you have more money at the end of the month than days at the end of the month. This is what it's all about. This is the ultimate freedom, right? When you know exactly how much money coming in, you know what you can do, and you know when you can and where you can schedule your next exotic vacations. This is what it's all about. So if you don't have that, pay attention, because I'm gonna show you something that will happen. So so let me show you my personal case study. Drum roll, please. Somebody can do that. That would be awesome. I don't have a drum. So check this out. You might say, of course, Alex, you did $28,000 in 30 days simply because you have a name, reputation, and credibility. And I will prove you wrong right now. What if I told you I did all this with cold traffic, without using my name, without using my credibility, without using my name, right? I used alias. I used alias name I came up with to prove a point that anyone can do this and succeed as long as they possess 3 components of success. As long as they have those 3 components of success, they can do this as well. Do you know this guy? Meet Derek Zoolander. So I picked the most fictional character I could come up with, and I picked alias Derek Zoolander. So nobody can think it's Alex, right? Nobody can think, and that really created really cool case study. So this is the kind of leaderboards we have inside of the system, right? Do you see this name, Derek Zoolander? Number 3 on top income earners, right? So that was me. That was me. Nobody knew it was me. Everybody was asking, who is Derek Zoolander? But I was making a point. I wanted to show people that anyone can do this. If Derek Zoolander can do it, who doesn't exist in real life, so can you. Did you have a light bulb moment right now? Does this make sense to you? Derek Zoolander can do it, so can you. So it's time to reveal my real name, right? I'm gonna show you the back office. Check this out. So obviously this is the back office. This is the income results. We're generating crossed over $662,000 to 15 over the a little bit over a year with this system. Today $1,353. And let me actually refresh the page because maybe something else came in. So let me do a refresh. Maybe there's more commissions. Let me do refresh. And it's loading. Boom, there's more, right? more commissions came in. So the system works like crazy 24/7, even when I'm doing webinars. So $1,510.25. 1,743 yesterday, and this is something that works like crazy, guys. So you can check the leaderboards, and you're not gonna see Derek Zoolander. You're gonna see my real name on the leaderboards. Alex Zubarev, Project Apex. That's the #1 team in the company. Alex Zubarev. I guess this is out of 150,000 affiliates, and you can see tons of people on our team crushing it. You see Project Apex everywhere, Scott Silver, Enrique, you see Chris and Lori Brindamore, who is on this webinar. Who would have thought that I would give them a shout out live on the webinar? You guys are awesome. So our system is working, our team is absolutely crushing it. So let me go back to my presentation. I just wanted to show you guys real proof. Not a lot of people do that in real time, showing their back office, showing stuff behind the curtain. So what if you could copy all these results? What if you could actually copy this? What if you can copy this kind of results, my friends? What if you can do this as well? Get access to the right system, the same coaches closing the sales for me, the same traffic sources I'm using for cold traffic. You know, the 3 success components, remember, that most people miss and don't have access to, but you will, because you are smart enough to watch this webinar. So what if you get access to all of that stuff? And I showed you my back office sales in real time just now. So, and a lot of times you see even more people, you know, on the leaderboards. We always have like 7 to 8 people on leaderboards, which is absolutely crazy because we know what we're doing. And what is better way for you, like if you're brand new, who are you going to join? Well, you want to join #1 team who can help you more, right? As opposed to joining somebody who's brand new, who doesn't know a clue how to build this business, right? So let me give you an offer. Let me give you an offer. For the first 25 people, you get my system, you get my cash converting emails, you get access to my traffic sources, which I always kept private. Hey, one of the traffic sources I had to travel, for example, I had to travel to Las Vegas, attend a $10,000 per head mastermind to get access to just one single traffic source. So the total value I mean, realistically, it should be over $10,000 because I spend way more than $10,000 to have access to those traffic sources. Who is this perfect for again? Well, for everybody, pretty much. Affiliate marketers, coaches, home business owners, network marketers, anybody who wants to build 6-figure or 7-figure online business. So, and I'm going to give you a guarantee. So if you get started with me today with Project Apex, if it doesn't add 10 times more value directly to your business and your education than what you paid for it, email us and we'll refund your money. You can keep it anyway. I believe in this and what I can do for you that much. And to ensure you crush it, I'll also give you this. Bonus #1, 18 plug-and-play profit pooling emails we used in our own business to make up to $8,679.20 in one single day. Bonus #2, top secret traffic sources that I personally use for my business. Bonus #3, I'm going to give you access to my personal coaches that will help you achieve your income goal step by step. So now you never have to figure out everything by yourself. So let's recap. You're getting access to my exact system I'm using, and the value of that system is actually over $1 million because that's what it costs to put together with all the designers, programmers. But I'll put a minimal cost of $40,000 because that's what it's going to cost you if you were to design a system by yourself and hire all those designers, copywriters, and programmers by yourself, and probably at least 2 years to put it together. You also get 18 cash sucking emails. That's my technical term for those emails because that's exactly what they do. They produce cash. They produce money. You get access to my personal traffic sources, value over $15,000, but honestly should cost a lot more. And you get access to my personal coaches who close the sales for you, which is value priceless because what is the price of your freedom? It's priceless. So I'll put a sticker price of $55,000, which would be really good deal if you're able to do that, but you're not going to pay anywhere near that much. So let me ask you this. If you just made $5,000 over the next month with this system, would it be worth the investment? Of course it would, right? Even if you made just $3,000 extra this month, or maybe 90 days from now, would it be worth the investment? Of course it would, right? But how would your life change if you finally made $10,000 a month? Well, this is where, the rubber meets the road. So you have a choice. You have a choice. Absolutely, everyone has a choice. You can keep trying to do the same thing, expecting a different result, or if you're smart, you can use the proven system that I showed you that works like crazy. And I like to always tell you guys this quote: we make our choices, then our choices make us. Really think about this. The choices you make will always make your life accordingly, right? So it depends on the choices that you make today. So let's go back to all our bonuses. Let's recap. You're getting my exact system right now, 18 cash sucking emails, my traffic sources, my coaches, sticker price $55,000, but you're not going to pay anywhere near that because you guys are awesome. You get access to all of that for actual investment of only $37 right now if you take action right now. And to show you the proof, guys, that people getting, it's not just me making money, people getting sales every single day. We actually crossed over 5 million, 0.7 in team sales, so our team is #1. This is an old screenshot. This is me and my wife, Anna. I want to show you up-to-date results. Let me see if I can show you guys. I have to show you guys Facebook, but this is the screenshots I took earlier. People making money, $6,000 sales, $16,000 sales. It's nonstop. Last time I checked, there was like 24 people today that made $500 sales, which is absolutely insane. So you get all of the bonuses again for a discount price of $37. You get access to the same system I used to make over $600,000, which is absolutely insane. So to take action for the first 25 action takers, I'm going to give you guys a bonus. So for $37, when you go to partnerwithalex.com, www.partnerwithalex.com, that's the link. You can type in the browser after you're done with the webinar. You're going to enter your email address. As soon as you enter your email address, you'll get access to my video. And after the video plays, you'll see the button to join for only $37. I don't know how much longer the $37 price is going to be available, so you should take action now. And for the first 25 action takers, I will give you guys my personal custom bridge video that double my conversions. It's over $2,000 value. This is the video I did when I started using the system. In the first 2 weeks, I made over $2,545.54. So for the first 25 action takers, I'm going to let you use my custom branded video to increase your conversions as well. So once again, you get access to everything: my system, my emails, my traffic sources, and my coaches, right? For only $37, which is crazy. So go to www.partnerwithalex.com. Once again, this link that you see on the screen, partner partnerwithalex.com and enter your email address, watch the video, and you're going to get instant access button where you can join my team, my personal team. And I forgot to mention, you're going to get access to my personal weekly training, so you're never alone. So on top of the coaches, you get access to me, which is priceless. Guys, I charge a lot of money for personal coaching, and you can ask anyone on my team. I'm there pretty much every single day. We're all hanging out, having fun in there, and helping people with different tips and tricks, right? And let's not forget, we have weekly trainings as well. They're live as well, give you access to that as well. Plus, certain things that we do at live events. We meet like every 3 months in different exotic locations throughout the world. And this is your chance of a lifetime to meet me, to help you change your life. So $37 today. Go to partnerwithalex.com if you are serious, if you want to change your life. As soon as you join, you're going to get access to my coach. When you log in, you'll see a button to download your Skype. A simple Skype application to make calls online. To call your coach, you're going to schedule time with my personal coach. So my link is partnerwithalex.com. And I want to wrap this up, guys. I want to keep it under an hour with you guys. So hopefully you got tons of value. You got two options right now, two options. So traditionally, you always had two options. You can spend 2-3 years learning, maybe 6 months setting up your own system, maybe another 2-3 years selling other people's stuff for tiny, small commissions until you have the credibility, time, freedom, and money to do it right. Option 2, which is traditional for most people, work a crappy job and wait till you're 75, 85 and live a broke, poor existence. That's the traditional choice, unfortunately. Now, if you're smart, you have option number 3 that I'm giving you on a silver platter right now. Top-tier system to freedom. Go here right now. www.partnerwithalex.com. As soon as you join, you're going to get access to my coach who's going to help you step by step, and I'll give you access to my weekly trainings as well. So hopefully you're going to make the right decision. I'm looking for 25 people right now. So to give those bonuses. So partnerwithalex.com is the link you want to go to after we're done watching this webinar. And let me see if this is still recording, because I'm not sure, because my computer is acting up. So hopefully you guys can still hear me and see me. I want to make sure that I can get access back to my control panel and go to webinar. And if it doesn't happen, go to partnerwithalex.com. Take massive action right now. Change your life like I did. And I will see you guys, in exotic locations throughout the world, in exotic 5-star resorts. And we're going to have tons of fun and help you guys change your life as well. So go to partnerwithalex.com. It's a wrap. I'll see you guys on the team. Take massive action. See you guys inside. Make it a prosperous day, and God bless.